Well, this weekend has a lot of hype and excitement for two campuses, one of them being Northern Michigan University. This morning, Ansley Watson is at the Berry Event Center telling us about some big hockey games. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. Yes, tomorrow begins the first game of the series between Tech and NMU in hockey. And then tomorrow, NMU will be traveling to Michigan Tech to play there at 7. And then on Saturday, Tech will be traveling here to the Berry Event Center to play here at 7. Now, both of those games will be aired on TV6 if you cannot make it there in person. But earlier in the week, we got to go up to Tech and talk to the coach about what the goals are. What are they anticipating for these games? And this morning, we're speaking with the head coach for NMU, so we've got lots to talk about. Stay with us. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much, Ansley. It's going to be a great game. Both of them are. And as we get ready, I know a lot of folks, it doesn't seem like hockey season until the snow hits the ground, but some people have that, so it's hockey season.
Right, for some.
Welcome back. No matter the sport, there's a big rivalry between NMU and Michigan Tech. Well, this weekend, it's in hockey. Ansley Watson this morning at the Berry Event Center to hear more about how the Wildcats are getting ready. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. That's right. Tomorrow, NMU will be headed up to Tech to play them at 7, and then Saturday, Tech is traveling here to Marquette on Saturday to play. Joining me this morning is head hockey coach here at NMU, Walt Kyle. Good morning.
Good morning.
So it's still very fresh in the season, very early. How are you guys doing so far? What are some of those things that you guys need to work on?
You know, we really, last weekend we played in Big Rapids against Ferris State, and I think we really started to come together as a team. I think you always, this early in the season, have to worry about your systems and, you know, integrating young guys into what you're doing. You're trying to find line combinations and different matchups, but the guys have been doing a good job with it. I think that every weekend we've taken a step. We've gotten better in certain aspects of the game, and we continue to grow. So it's a process. It's early in the year to be playing a big rival like Tech, but, you know, it's a great weekend for everyone, and we're excited.
Overall, it seems like you have a very versatile team on your hands. It seems like many of the players get to wear different hats and are doing that very well.
Yeah, we've added a lot of young kids to our lineup this year, and these young guys bring a lot of energy, and you can play them in a lot of different roles. So I think as a group that, you know, we can play the game hard and physical, and we have a lot of speed this year. We can play with them in a faster game. So we're just anxious to grow our game and continue to get better and better and see where it takes us.
Who's stepping up? Who is showing that leadership that you need for your team?
We have a number of guys, but I think you'd have to start out with two guys. Our senior captain, one of our captains, Brock Moschmeyer, defenseman for us, has done actually an outstanding job both in his play and what he's done with the guys off the ice. And then our sophomore goaltender, Adi Tolvin, I think he's one of the best guys in the league and in the country. And Ate's, you know, stepped in, and he was a backbone of our team a year ago. He's kind of a quiet Finnish kid, but on the ice he lets his play speak for himself, and he does a great job.
From games in the past that you played, what are some of those key moments, those standout moments where you're like, yes, that's my team, that's what they're doing right?
Well, again, like I said, we had a great weekend last weekend at Ferris. We were really resilient. Saturday night we came back from 1-goal deficits both nights and wound up tying that game. We played in Madison, University of Wisconsin in Green Bay, and that was a big series for us where we bounced back a couple of nights there. And then even in here we lost 2-0 to Bemidji. But we were in the games both nights. We never let, you know, they scored obviously the first 2 goals of each game, and we didn't back up. And I like the mentality of this team, and I like the drive and the relentlessness. Are
you finding the guys who work well together, the teammates that mesh pretty well together on the ice?
Yeah, you know, we have some guys that played together a year ago in certain lines and in certain situations. And those guys have done a great job, and we try to spend some time finding, you know, people to fill in the holes for the people that we lost. And I can tell you that we're starting to find some of those combinations. You know, in everything you do, different people have different chemistries, and in hockey it's such a huge deal. There's not a lot of time to think between plays. It has to be very reactive, and we're finding some of those guys that mesh.
Well, obviously the Tech game is coming up here. What are you guys looking forward to? Just give us a little preview here.
Well, I mean, it's you know, I've been here since we started playing Tech in maybe 76 or probably like 78, I think it was, and it's been such a great rivalry for both communities and both universities. You know, we know the impact it has, and you lose these games, you have to live with it all. all year, and you win these games, and everybody tells you, congratulations. So I've been around it long enough to know the importance it holds for the Upper Peninsula, and I can tell you that as a group we're excited to do it.
All right, we'll touch more on that later in the hour, so stay with us. And like I said, both games will be aired on TV6 if you can't make it here, but stay with us. We'll talk more about that later in the hour. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much, Ansley. It's going to be 2 great games. And again, like she was just saying, it's going to be broadcast on TV6. Our sister station, Fox UP, has the World Series.
Yeah.
So they, great sports all around on both stations.
Just flipping back and forth, maybe.
Right, that's about all
no
you
shortage
can do.
there.
It's going to be great. Now,
Welcome back. The NMU Wildcats are preparing for a wild series as they head to Michigan Tech tomorrow and host Tech in Marquette on Saturday for some hockey action. Ansley Watson is at NMU this morning, learning more about one of the most heated rivalries on the ice. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Sam. That's right. Actually, here at NMU, they're getting the ice ready for these weekend's games. A couple of guys were just up fixing the lights, just making the Berry look awesome for this weekend. So it's really excited about it. Joining me this morning is head coach of NMU hockey team, Coach Walt Kyle. Good morning.
Good morning.
So having these Tech games and NMU games against each other, it really makes the whole campus just crazy. Everybody's just so excited. What's the atmosphere like here?
I think it's great. I mean, the building's outstanding. It's one of the games where we sell out, and you get fans from Houghton down here, and we get fans from Marquette up there, and there's kind of a buzz around the entire community, not just the university, through the course of the week. So we know the importance of it for the community. We know the importance of it in the Upper Peninsula. Certainly on campus, it's kind of bragging rights, and I think it's just a great event.
Now you travel to Tech tomorrow, but then on Saturday you host here at home. What's it like to have that home game here? It's just a completely different feel.
Well, from a hockey perspective, it's really, really important that you take advantage of winning in your home arena. But I can also tell you, just from an energy perspective, it's when the building, has 4,000 people in it. There's a ton of energy, and the players certainly feed off that. So it's great for us to play here, and this is one of the reasons all these kids come to Northern to play is the Northern Tech game and the rivalry, and I can tell you that we're very fortunate as a university to have that kind of rival. It's a good rivalry. It's not a bitter rivalry, and it's a great event.
Now you've had the chance to watch Tech play and see how they've been doing this season. What have you seen with their team this year that you guys are kind of watching out for?
Well, they're a good team, and they've been good the last couple of years, and they've had some tough luck. They've played some really tough arenas. They played in Duluth and in Mankato and in Michigan, which are all top 10, top 15 teams in the country. So they had a tough schedule. It certainly will prepare them to be good down the stretch. But we know we'll have our hands full. You always want to play good teams. You want to compete against teams that are good. And I think it'll be a great matchup.
How are the players feeling about this?
They're excited. They're ready to go. As I said, I mean, when young guys come here, they know the rivalry. I don't think there's a better rivalry in college hockey. And once they've experienced, they really know what the intensity of it's about. And so I think that they look forward to this. These are dates that they have marked on their calendar every year.
Are there certain things that you guys are needing to work on before you head into these weekend's games?
Yeah, I mean, there's always stuff that you're going to work on as a coach. Nothing's ever quite right for you, and but we're trying to work on our special teams. It's this season there's a lot of penalties in college hockey, so you have to be able to kill them when you get them, and you have to be able to take advantage of them when you're on the power play. So we spend a lot of time with that. Other than that, there's not a lot of things we change.
What else would you like to say about this rivalry?
Well, I've been here, like I said, I've been here since '78. I was here when the rivalry started, and there's been ebbs and flows in each program, but I can tell you through it all, it's just been a great rivalry. It's great for the universities, the communities. It's great for the people, the students involved, and like I said, we're fortunate to have it.
Oh, Coach, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thanks
Like I said, if you can't come to the games and watch it in person, it will be aired on TV6, playing at Tech tomorrow at 7 and here at NMU on Saturday at 7. So reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, and we'll be back with more of your TV6 Morning News after the break.